Hey everyone, how are you? In this video, we are going to solve the Leetcode problem of the day, and the problem is divide a string into groups of size k. Now, the problem category is easy, and I would say it's actually a very easy problem to solve. So, we are going to do it a little bit quickly. The input given in the problem is a string s, integer k, and a character fill. The output we need to give in the problem is we need to divide our given string s, which is given in the input. We need to divide this string into substrings of size k. This k is given in the input as well, and we need to return these substrings as a list. So we divide our string s into substrings and return it as a list. Now there might be a chance that the last substring created is not of the size k but less than size k, and that can happen if the length of the string s is not a multiple of k, right? I am going to show you this with an example as well. Now once it happens, once you have the substring, the last substring not of size k, in this case you need to fill the last substring with a fill character if its length is less than k. Now this fill character, the character with which you need to fill your string, the last substring, is this character fill. Now this is given in the input as well. So that's what we need to do. Just divide your string s into many substrings of size k. If your last substring length is less than k, then fill the last substring with fill character so that the length of the last substring is of k. Let's try to understand it. Let us say in the example, the given value of s is a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h, I. The value of k is 3 and the value of fill, that's a character, so it is x as a character. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to divide our string s into many substrings of size 3, right? Let's try to divide it. Now the string is a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h, I. So what we do, we say okay, a, b, c, these three strings or these three characters will form a substring. Then d, e, f, that's the length of 3, right? So this particular substring will be our next data, and g, h, I, that's the length of 3. So this substring is our next data. So we divided our string into bunch of substrings of size 3 or size k, abc, def, ghi, and now we return it as a list. So we have a list or an array in which we have multiple substrings abc, def, ghi. Now you will notice that the last substring is having the size as k, 1, 2, 3. The number of characters are 3, which is the value of k. So in this case, we don't need to do any kind of processing in the last substring, and we don't need to care about this particular input. That's the final output you have. Now let us say there is another input in which the string s is a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h, I, j. In this case the value of k is 3, the value of fill is x. Again you have to divide your string a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h, I, and j into multiple substrings. You start dividing it. You say okay, the first 3 characters is my first substring, the next 3 characters is the next substring, the next 3 characters is the next substring, and the next 3 characters or the next k characters is going to be the next substring. The first one is fine abc, second is fine def, third is fine ghi. The fourth one, the last one, is having just one character. That's because our string is not having that many characters that the last one can have 3 number of characters. Okay, or I can say k number of characters. Now in this case what you have to do is you have to say okay, I have a list, I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These are my 3 substrings, and this is my fourth one or the last one. What I will do is I will make sure that the last one is having a length of k. The value of k is 3, so the length of this j or the length of the last substring should be 3. Right now the length of j is 1. The requirement is the length should be 3, so we are short of 2 characters, right? There should be 2 more characters in this last substring. So what we can do is we can say this is my j, that's the original value, that's my data I have as of now. I will fill, or I will make sure that this string becomes a length of 3. So I will fill some characters into this substring, and that character is this fill, the value given in the input. Right now it is x, so we would say let's try to fill the value of this substring by adding more characters into it. So we are going to add x and x 2 times because we are short of 2 characters. Now our string is jxx, so the output is going to be not j, but the last one is going to be jxx. That's what we need to do. That's the complete thing, right? Now this is going to be a very easy solution. I will come back to the solution. I will show you the Python approach. How can you solve this? To implement this functionality, there is a function in Python. There is a string function which is called as ljust. I mean, you can use any other function if you know. You can use any other way, but this is a function which can help us to do it very quickly. You don't need to apply a lot of logic. So let me tell you how it works. So what you do is you say whatever is your given string dot ljust, or you can say left justify ljust, then k and fill. K is the length of your string you want as an output, and fill is that character you want to fill if your given string is not having the length of k but less than k. So if the length of your given string is less than k, it will try to fill your string with fill character, and then it will return it, and the returned string will have a length of k. For example, j is our current string. We say j dot ljust 3x. It means we want a string of length 3 in which the left side of our data. See what happens is in a string, if the length is 1, 2, 3, so this is the leftmost data, this is the rightmost data or the rightmost character. So what it will do is it will say, okay, for the given input string, I will just fill this string in the left hand side of my data. The output I need is a length of 3, a string of length of 3. I will fill the given string with in the left hand side. I will fill the other characters with this value, whatever is the value given here. So I will fill this x here, so that the output becomes a length of 3. So that's what the ljust is. If you want the output not jxx but maybe xxj, in this case you can say rjust, right justify. You can say whatever is your string dot rjust 3 comma x, it will create a string of length 3. It will fill your original string in the right hand side and the remaining characters as x or whatever character you have given in the input. I think that's it for the explanation part, guys. Let me take you back to the code editor and let me try to explain you the solution. And the solution is going to be very easy. So what you do is you say, okay, I have a variable called as result, and that's a list. Then I will just run a simple loop for I in the range of 0 to length of a string, and the number of steps I will take in this particular loop will be k. Now this is Python specific thing in a for loop. In other languages, you can say I is equal to I plus k. That's what we are doing here. We are saying the number of steps will be k. Then we will say result dot append. Then we can take the substring from the current index I to I plus k. Now this is going to add all my strings, all my substrings by dividing my string s into the result list. And now once I come out of the loop, I will do one more check that if the length of my last string is less than k, it means I need to fill it with some characters. So I can say result of -1, that is the last substring, is equal to result of -1 dot ljust left justify, make it a length of k, and if required, fill it with fill character given in the input. This is going to update the value of my last substring in the result list. Then I can just return the value of result, and this is going to be the complete solution for this particular problem. I can just submit the code, and this is going to pass all the test cases. Yes, you can see the runtime is good, the memory is good, so it is a very efficient solution for this particular problem. And I know, guys, the question was very easy. So I would say from this question, what you need to gain is this function ljust, rjust. These kind of functions you should know about, so that when you are solving bigger questions and you are required to do these kind of tasks, then you don't need to re-implement this thing. You should know about it. So so I would say try to gain this thing from this particular problem. And I think that's it for this video, guys. If this video helps you in any way, I know that the question was very easy, so you might already know how to solve it, but still, if this video helps you in some way, then make sure that you hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, then make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well, because I have solved a lot of Leetcode questions, and I create videos on other technologies as well, like creating REST APIs, understanding about request library, PyTorch, Flask, Django. So there are a bunch of other things which are available on the channel, which you can check out. And I will see you guys in the next video. I want to see you guys in the next video as well. And thank you for watching this video, guys.